What is going on, everybody? This is the Opinionated podcast here with your boy AyeMontie on the track. I have a special guest with me today, one of my homeboys. I would say close homeboys. He's been with me for a while, been rocking with me for a while. Yeah. Jay Prizzy, what is happening, bro?
What's up, Monty?
How you feeling?
Feeling good, chilling.
Chilling
on the podcast finally.
On our podcast, yeah. I know he hopped on the interviews when I was doing the interviews, so I just hit the whole table. But now we actually wanted to get a real podcast, really actually get to know him a little bit more, more in depth, I would say. You know what I'm saying? Get his opinions on the things that we're gonna talk about, and I try to keep it each podcast kind of catered to each guest. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to be talking about some random stuff with people that I feel like it doesn't really pertain to them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But tell them a little bit quickly about yourself, what you do. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, still the same person. If you look at his interviews, you know, still turn life of the party. Come in here, always 100 about everything. People hate the way I talk, but
you did
the same thing.
2 interviews, didn't you?
Yeah, I did 2.
You did. Yeah, you did do 2 interviews. Because I think you said you didn't like the first one, right?
Yeah, because I was tweaking.
That's how it be sometimes, bro.
I was tweaking in that joint. I was lit.
We all have our tweak days, bro.
Yeah.
I think we all have our off days. That'd be
right, bro. I went back and looked at it like, no sir.
I was like, no sir.
No sir.
I think you're just a very introverted person for real. Like, and I feel like, are you used to being in front of cameras like that? Like, do you like being in front of cameras like that?
I ain't used to it. I'm starting to get used to it, you know, because of this type stuff like this.
Yeah.
Starting to be around more cameras and stuff like that, but I ain't really used to it.
I think it's one of those things. It's one of those things, bro, that it's like it takes a little bit of getting used to.
Right.
But like, if you do it a lot and not like, cause it took me a little bit to kind of get comfortable, cause I didn't want to be sounding crazy or looking crazy or whatever the case is. But I just realized just be myself, you know, just do what I do. You know, it also depends on the situation too. Like shooting a music video, I feel like is a little more.
It's easier.
Yeah.
It's way easier. This live. Like, it's people.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at how many it is. It's like,
exactly.
It's like it's a million eyes just watching.
Exactly. And that's
something you're used to.
That's the hard part, bro. That's what takes getting used to, is doing it live, knowing that like whatever you do is there. It's stuck. Like,
because I ain't really like you said earlier when we was talking, I don't really care too much about how people look at me as long as it ain't like too down bad. But I would have came up here in my pajamas or something. It don't really matter. It's just getting used to being right, like it's looking at you. Right,
yeah, it's being yourself, man. And that's like doing stuff like this. I've just realized to just be myself and don't try to be anything else. Just because like we were talking about, like I don't personally care if somebody likes me, doesn't like me, if they agree with my opinion or don't. I'm just who I am. You know what I'm saying? If you like me, like me. If you don't, you don't. I'm not tripping. I'm not gonna lose no sleep over it
at all.
You know what I'm saying? So
introvert stuff. That's introvert right there.
I mean, but I'm an introverted person too. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you know, when I'm around a lot of new people, like I be kind of just more to myself. You know, I try to break out my shell a little bit more, especially when I'm dealing with like customers and like new customers. You know what I'm saying? I gotta kind of break out of my shell a little bit. But when I'm just around people, I don't know, bro. Especially a lot of people. Nah,
I'm the same way.
I be just kind of.
I just feel like business got something to do with that.
Yeah, I mean, it's when it has to do with business.
Yeah.
I feel like when it has to do with something that I have to do, I do it, and I'm like I can get through it and I'll be fine. But like when it has to do with something that I'm not used to or just something I really isn't as important, then I'm kind of more just introverted. You know what I mean?
Right. It's the same with me, especially when it comes to new people. Stuff like that.
Yeah. I don't like a lot of new people. I deal with new people on a day-to-day, but.
I deal with the same people that I always dealt with, and the people I don't deal with that I used to deal with, those I go back to dealing with them before I go dealing with some new people. I really don't need to be hanging around people for real.
I feel you on that. Like, cause me, I do business, so it's like I only have to be around these people for a certain amount of time, you know, and for a specific reason. Right. And a lot of people, you know, I'm cool with just being around people, but like, what's up, Jaden? Jay Bars on him.
Boss.
What's up, bro?
What's up, Brody? J Boss.
But so I mean, but I got used to it, you know. At this point, like I said, it really just depends on the situation, the setting, and what I have to do. Because when it comes to anything that pertains to my business, now I got to be on it. You know what I'm saying? So I get that. But when I'm out, you know, if I go out to a club or even just to the store, I just keep to myself. I don't really.
That's crazy because I go all by myself too sometimes.
You say you go out by yourself?
Yeah, man. Just like
I go and get food and something. Yeah. I've done it a couple of times. Yeah. I like to go out to like stores by myself.
Yeah, definitely. I can't go to the store with nobody else because I like to get in and get out.
Yeah. Well, it's either that. It's either I want to get in or get out, or I actually just want to stroll around on my own pace. Yeah. And not worry about anybody else or what they want to do or whatever the case is. You know, I'd rather just be at my own pace.
Bro, I go in the store. This is why I don't like going to the store. It could be anybody. Girlfriend, mama, daddy, brother, sister. I don't even like taking the dog in the Petco. Because, like, I already know.
You're going to be moving around too much. I'm going to have to worry about you.
Yeah, like, it's like, okay, if I'm going to the grocery store, I know we have a hamburger tonight. So I'm going to go in there. I'm going to go straight to the hamburger, straight to the bread, straight to the ketchup, to the mustard. We out. When you go with somebody else, especially like a female or something, bro, they want to look
They want to look around,
They start running the ticket up and everything. I'm like, man.
Like, let's get this. Let's get this. This will be good. Yeah, like, yo.
I would have been home 30 minutes ago.
Facts. That's why I don't like to even. I just don't like to shop. Yeah, I don't like to shop people, bro. Because a lot of the time, unless it's like somebody who I know can just kind of move at my pace. Because when I move in a store, bro, I move fast.
Right, I be gone.
Even when I'm just like strolling through looking at stuff, I move fast, bro. Like I'll look, but I be skimming, bro. Cause my brain just moves so quickly. You know what I'm saying?
You know what you're looking for.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Cause a lot of the times, even when I'm going to stroll like home goods stores and shit like that, you know, like that at home store, I like to go in there sometimes just cause they got some cool stuff, like cool little decorations and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta go in Bath, Bed and Beyond. They got mad stuff.
Yo, that's a fact. They do though.
They got mad stuff in there.
They do though. They do. There's actually a couple of other stores too that I haven't been to yet. Like there's one down Mercury. What's it like that Joanne store or something like that?
Oh yeah. See, I thought that was like a Michael's like fabric.
That's what I thought too. I'm not sure honestly. I really don't know what they got in there.
This is my first apartment, so now I be looking in the stores like I'm gonna copy everything.
Bro, I know exactly what that feels like, bro. Like when I got my first shit, that's all I was looking at was furniture and just like stuff to put in your apartment, stuff like that.
Hell yeah.
I know what that feels
I
like.
be looking at everything. It be goddamn $10,000 couch. I be like, oh, that shit look good in my living room the whole time. That's why.
Like, this jank look real good. I can't afford it, but
I ain't fucking with it, but it look good. And I thought about that because you just said,
yo, for real though, thrift stores will have the things you need, bro. I'm telling you.
Hell yeah.
Or even going on like Facebook Marketplace, stuff like that. Yeah, offer up. You'll find some really good stuff. Like it's some pretty good quality too. Like not everything be all bootleg. Like
you do got some shit that'll fall if you jump on it, but it's a lot of good shit you can find up there too.
Yo, but I'm telling you, like in the Goodwills, bro, you can really find a lot of like in thrift stores. Like I don't know about all the other thrift stores. I just say Goodwill specifically because I work there and because I know that that's a franchise. That's just a popular store that everybody knows about, so everybody donates there type deal. And I know that from what I've seen, my experience is, yo, we have ran into Gucci bags, Louis bags, like actual like real bags, real jackets, real belts, like. We ran into like some real stuff, and it's like people will donate some crazy stuff. Like,
I believe it. And when it be stuff like that, that should be unused.
For real, like, bro, we got a brand new Xbox One. Like a couple years ago when I was working there, we got a brand new Xbox One. Was never even opened, bro. Still has a tape on the box and all that. Like, I'm like,
that should be crazy.
People just get stuff and never use it.
Yeah, I know somebody who used to work at Goodwill. She was telling me about all that type of shit. They bring a lot of shit in there.
Yeah, bro. Like, I worked there for a minute, so I already know. And I worked in the e-recycle store, so I know computer-wise.
Oh, that's when they bring
all the electronics and stuff. Yeah, like, I can tell you, bro, people have donated some expensive stuff, and I'm just like, why?
Hell yeah.
Why? And a lot of it also comes from, like, companies and stuff like that. Companies donate a lot of old stuff, too, and it's still valuable. Like,
hey, look, so how did you get that job? My bad. I ain't want to ask you.
No, you good.
This because
at Goodwill?
Yeah.
Oh, it was easy.
Was it like somebody you knew who introduced you to it?
Yes. So my uncle worked there. My uncle was like a high manager there for transportation, and I just used him as my reference. Like he had called me one day and was like, "Are you looking for a job or something?"
Yeah.
I was just like, yeah. He's like, "Well, check Goodwill. They hire." And I'm like, because I was working at McDonald's at the time, bro. And I just graduated high school, and I'm like, I ain't trying to keep working at McDonald's. Like this sucks. Like
I wanted to see if that was cap or for real, because everybody I met who work at like a thrift store or something, they work doing it normally early in their work days, but they got on because of family. And I'm just like, yo, who looks up who wants to? Like, I never would look up a thrift store. I always would have went to fast food back in the day.
It's not even like with the thrift stores. I feel like it's not just family. It's if they have an employee that they can trust, like with their word. Like that's from working at Goodwill. That's really what it was like, because when I was managing at Cedar Road. It was like we had to go through, like they would sit down and be like, all right, we're going to interview this person. you know, but like they would try to get around like, oh, well, let's see who they know, or how, you know what I'm saying? And if it was somebody knew, then they would be like, oh, well, but then you got to think like if that person screws up, then that's falling back on the person who referred them, you know what I'm saying? But I can tell you, my uncle, I don't think he regretted referring me, because I busted my hump in there, bro. I would bust my hump in that place. Like I would slack off too, but when I was working, I would work. You know what I'm saying? And I was there for a minute, and I left on good terms. I mean, I had got my city job and stuff, but I had told him, I gave him a weekend. I told him a weekend before. I'm like, yeah, it's Thursday, and I'm like, yeah, I start on Monday. Well, they were like, are you still gonna work on Friday and Saturday? I'm like, yeah, I'm still gonna work on Friday and Saturday. Yeah.
Did you go?
Did I go? Yeah. I went. Yeah. No, I told you, I finished out, like, I gave them my little notice joint, and I told them, like, this is the deal. You know, I start on Monday, but I'm still, you know, I'll still finish out the weekend. I ain't gonna just up and leave y'all like that. Like, that's dirty. So I finished out my time. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy. I had to go in one to notice that they had furniture and shit like that.
Bro, a lot of people don't know. If you don't go into those stores, you don't see the things that could be in there, bro. It's ridiculous. Because, like, when I started there was a whole group of people who shopped there every single day in the outlet where I worked. And still, when I went there just a few weeks ago, just to like visit and see what's up, the same people were there, bro, shopping every day.
Cause they probably know how to.
They know how to shop and sell, bro.
Right.
Yo, people really make a full living out of that.
Hell yeah, that's what they do for a living. They go, it's thrifting.
Yeah, people make a full living out of it, and it's ridiculous how much money you can make from it. Cause some of the stuff you buy, you could find, bro, is like you could buy it for such a cheap price and like triple your money, bro. It's ridiculous. Right. And that's even shopping at like Marshalls and stores like that.
That's
like
where
those,
I like to go. I like Marshalls and shit.
Yeah, like those outlets and discount stores and stuff. Because people on the internet will buy them.
Hell yeah.
Like
at retail price.
Exactly.
Hell yeah.
And that'd be the most craziest part. But all right, so we'll get into the topics. The first topic that I had, we're gonna talk about kind of like some financial things. Like, what do you feel like the importance of like having like maintaining financial stability is, like, as a person, just yourself?
Money management. Some shit I suck at. I ain't even gonna lie. But I know just from sucking at it that money management is everything. You know, money made the world go round, period. So like shit, you gotta have money to do anything. I don't care what nobody say. You gotta have some type of money, even if you're making a regular paycheck. It's like you gotta have money. And then the only way to keep money is to keep like
money coming in.
Keep money coming in. Like
keep money coming in. Assets, baby.
Yeah.
Assets. Just creating different revenues for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like generating multiple incomes is important, depending on whether it's even like passive income or just like instant income. You know what I'm saying? Regardless, just create multiple avenues of revenue for yourself. To me, that's the most important to maintain, like stability. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, that should be your number one goal before you do anything. And I just learned that shit.
Oh, I'm still learning. Like I'm not even gonna sit here and act like I'm fucking great with my money, because I'm not. I'm not gonna say that I'm terrible with my money, but like when I see something that has to do with like improving my music or my business or something, I want it and I get it like right there and then. Like there's no waiting. There's no like screw it. Like if I got some type of money in my bank account, all right, well I'll finance it then. I'm just going,
that's what I'm saying. I was like, yo, it gotta be something, because I'm the same way, and I always think like, shit, you make money, money gonna come as long as you keep going. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Like, shit.
As long as it's something that's gonna help me make money or enhance the quality of my product, I'm all for it. When it comes to other things, I'll wait. Like if it's like not a necessity or something that I feel like is a necessity or something that I feel like is instantly gonna make my studio better or my business better or just me better as a person, then like I can wait on it. Like video games and stuff like that, I can wait on them. You know what I'm saying? I'll wait till I know I can just go ahead and buy it. You know, it just really depends.
Because you know how to go without.
Yeah, but I also like a lot of the times when I do buy stuff, it's like something that I know is gonna like enhance my studio a little bit. Yeah. In a way. So I just go out and get it. Say screw it or whatever. Like I'll make the money back. You know, that's how I be feeling. But I do know that I personally feel like in order to maintain like success and live on your own, and you have to have money in your bank account. You got to be able to save, and you got to know how to save and manage your money. And I'm still learning. Yeah, me too. Every day.
For sure. You know what's crazy? The people I work with and in the travel business, they wealthy. Like they got business and everything. So like they was telling me like, yo, always find a way to keep your money working for you. A bank account, you paying interest. he started breaking it down to me. It's a whole bunch of stuff. He explained to me like the bank is kind of like a beach, and he was like, I can't even explain it, but it made perfect sense on how you need to keep your money.
I was so ready to hear the analogy.
I'm trying to think so hard. I'm trying to think so hard. He was like, the sand and the tide take the rocks up and the build. It was a whole bunch of stuff. How the bank basically, you paying interest at the bank regardless. While they holding your money, you paying the bank to hold your money. You know what I'm saying? So the bank make money off people as well as them loans and stuff like that. That's helping everybody out. They help you, but you helping them at the same time. And he was like, just keep your money working, like invest and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that's the way to stay up.
I think that's where I'm starting to gain a lot more interest. Like the older I get, is like wanting to investing into. Yeah. I really want to get into real estate, but I don't want to screw it up. So like I've been trying to slowly do research on it, but I feel like when I get to my 30s, that's maybe when I'll actually give it a shot. But I just feel like right now I would just screw it all up because I'm just a jump the gun type of guy.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't think I'm mature enough. I don't think I'm mature enough to be honest, bro.
Yeah.
Like now I think when it comes to like stocks, NFTs and stuff, I think I can understand those a little bit more.
Yeah.
And I'm more willing to either create or invest into them myself, you know what I mean? But it's all about just taking steps for me.
So the NFT shit, that's the pictures, right?
No, but they're just like digital products, bro. They're just like, it doesn't necessarily have to just be a picture. That's just what a lot of people are selling, I guess. But it's just some type of digital product that you only can pretty much trade with like cryptocurrency. You know what I'm saying?
I just seen some shit about an NFT today. Dude was taking a picture of himself since he was 17 to now. He's like 22. He took a selfie of himself every day for a year. He sold all of them as NFTs, $3 a piece, and he made $1 million off of it.
What?
So I'm like,
that's crazy, dude.
I need to figure out.
Yeah, it's like Tory Lanez. Not Tory Lanez. He did the he sold his project, his album or whatever as an NFT and made $1 million in 60 seconds.
Yeah,
like,
that's crazy.
It's ridiculous what you can do. Like the opportunities in the Metaverse, man. I don't know if you're too familiar with the Metaverse. But to me it's going to be a magnificent opportunity for a lot of people to make money.
What's Metaverse?
So it's pretty much just going to be virtual reality, and it's going to be a world within the virtual reality where you can actually like invest and make actual money that you can translate to like real money. And there's already celebrities and people who are investing into properties and stuff in the Metaverse. Like, and to me, I feel like it's going to be really big, but I feel like it's going to be misused and it's going to turn really bad. That's how I feel. It's going to be, it has such great potential, but I feel like the Metaverse is going to turn really bad. Unfortunately, I'm going to be a part of it because I already know how I am. I'm already into the VR, into the Metaverse and all that, and I'm going to be a part of it, and it's going to be terrible.
Right.
But to me, it's a great progression. Like, it's something totally different that you could just kind of bring people from all over the world right in the same room with each other, and video chatting has already done that, but being actually physically there and being able to move and talk to people and actually, but I'm saying like if you actually have played VR, like you can actually really be right there in front of somebody and they can move their arms and high five you and stuff like that, and you can actually feel like you're physically there with somebody,
Oh yeah.
It sounded like you were about to ask
what
something.
You saying? Nah, because I ain't know what you were talking about for VR. I was thinking this shit.
Virtual reality, yeah.
But I'm thinking, you said
Metaverse.
Metaverse. I'm thinking that's some like crypto shit. Like
the Metaverse is just about to be a digital universe.
When I hear crypto, I instantly think of like stocks. I don't know nothing about none of it. Yeah. So when you said that, I'm thinking it's something where like you can invest in. Whole time it's virtual reality.
Well, you can invest in the Metaverse. You can invest into it, but
but that's not like, so that shit gonna have the virtual reality on talking to basically like your pen pal from another state, but he'll be like right here.
Yeah.
That shit crazy.
Like, cause that's already how it is. Like, cause when you're playing games up there, like you're playing with other people, and it just feels like they're right there. Cause it's also like how the sound and how the audio is. Like when somebody's behind you, it sounds like they're behind you. When they're next to you, it sounds like they're next to you. So it really feels like that person's there. Like, I'm not gonna lie, And ever since I got one of those VR joints, I got my cousin to get one, my brother to get one, my other friend to get one. Like,
and you play it online, like avatars.
Yeah, we be playing like actual games online with other people. I play Echo for the most part, and that you play is super interactive with other people. You can just run around in the lobby or playing actual games, and you're just playing with other people. And it's fun, and it's to me like how people talk to each other up there. It kind of reminds me of how like Xbox and PlayStation used to be back in the day. Like how it was super toxic and like everybody was just like super suspect and shit. Like that's just how it is. Like playing that game, especially, you just run into some crazy lobbies where it's like people are yelling and screaming at each other and arguing and fighting and fussing and cussing each other out and all that different stuff. But it's fun to me. It's super fun.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I need to get one of them shits. I still be playing GTA on PS4. GTA 5 online. That's what I be playing.
I don't doubt it, bro. And I mean, cause I got the I just got the Xbox Series 1S or something like that for Christmas because my brother won it in a raffle. So
oh shit, he looked out.
Hell yeah, $20 for an Xbox Series 1S or whatever the hell it is. And I mean, I still be playing GTA 5 here and there sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But
I be on that shit with them toxic ass lobbies.
That's the funnest part though. Like the toxic lobbies are the fun ones. Like to me, just because I'm with the shits.
I'm about to say I be toxic as a bitch too though.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm with the shits. Like you wanna start, bro? We could go. Like we could be cool. We could either be cool or we could be toxic, bro. Like that's how I feel. Like
that should be so funny though, cause like I suck. Like I be getting smoked. I just had somebody so mad.
At least you're real, bro.
All I do is buy like the tough ass cars, do little missions and shit. But like I was playing the other night with some random people. They was on that shit going hard. So I was like, bro, you fucking suck. You keep trying to kill me and I'm dusting your ass, bro. He had me like 52-1. Like he would not leave me alone. I said, yo, I just was trolling people out there. That should be funny.
I do the same shit. Up. I do the same thing. Like if I'm playing with somebody who just seems like they're about to annoy me.
Yeah.
Like it was like 3 a.m. the other day, and I was playing, and some chick just started just babbling, bro. And I was just like, look, bitch, this is nah. Like I'm gonna need you to shut the fuck up. But then we started getting into this whole heated discussion about like she started saying that I didn't do shit with life, I didn't make no money, this, that, and the other thing, and I was just like, you're right. Like I don't do shit with my life. Like I don't own my own business. I don't do my own thing. Oh, you don't own your own business?
On the game,
I started asking her some questions and she couldn't answer them because she didn't know what they were. Like what an EIN number was. Like what kind of taxes do you get as a business? Like there was just different things I started asking her. She didn't know any of the answers. So I'm like, so how are you going to talk to me about making money if you don't even know the simple things to do to make the money legally? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, don't get out of here.
People like her need to get the fuck off the game.
I just started calling her fat.
Yeah, I would have been talking mad shit.
I told her that she didn't have no money, that her husband was making all the money.
Oh, shit. She probably was mad. She probably was mad as a bitch off that. It was people do be on some shit up there, but I just be like really trolling when people talk like that. I be like, yeah, they really get mad. They never gonna see me. They don't know me. And he really just sat right here and broke down while I'm in poverty and all type of shit. He don't even know what type of shit I got going on. It just be funny.
That be the shit. It be the toxic shit. But to me, it's all for fun. It's all for fun. But I don't do it all the time. It's honestly only when kids start to annoy me, or when I'm just feeling toxic.
Feeling toxic, honestly. Yeah.
Because there be them moments.
Exactly. That's what that should be all the time. If you feel like being toxic, get on GTA Online. It's going to always be a badass little kid or somebody you can make mad. No funny.
I just feel like lobbies, because everybody is so sensitive nowadays, like lobbies are just not how they used to be.
Yeah, because you can say one thing and then it's going to turn bad. It ain't even about the game no more. They're just going to be talking and that bullshit.
And, I mean, there's a lot of ignorance, of course. Like, when you're playing video games, there's always ignorant people.
That's the funny part to
me,
though.
Yeah, that'd be the funniest
That's
people.
That's the funny part.
Those are the ones you really want to just be toxic with, are the ones who are mad ignorant. Especially the little kids who like the little white kids who like to say the N-word.
And I like shit like that. Like, I don't get offended. So I like when niggas talk.
Bro, when little white kids want to start saying the N-word, dropping the hard ER in the end, too. Like, bro,
they be going hard. That shit be funny, though.
Because they be going extra hard with it, bro.
Yeah, and I'm like, yo, these little kids bad as shit. Like, this is how they really feel on the inside. But it's like, that shit don't really matter. It's just funny because, like, he really going hard right now.
Yeah, I don't ever take shit seriously, bro.
Nah, fuck no. Like, I don't know them people.
Some people do get offended, though. But there are, like, limits to it, I think. Yeah. Like, because some people do go too far. Like, I don't be telling people to kill themselves and shit like that. Like, that's going too far for me. Like, like, I be saying some funny stuff, but, like, when you talking about, like, kill yourself, like, nah, I'm not. Yeah. I'm not with that shit. I don't like that.
Yeah, then if you a sucker, though, if you let somebody on the game tell you kill yourself and you really think about that shit,
no, I feel that, but, like, there really are people who are going through things and we don't know.
I ain't gonna lie.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people use video games as their escape.
You're right. See,
so if they already having these feelings on the outside, they go on the inside, and people are like, man, kill yourself.
And they gonna really,
they really are like, man, people on the game I don't even know are telling me to kill myself. Like, I'm really worthless. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't want people to think like that. So I do know that there's limits.
It is, and it's crazy because I ain't never think about it like that.
Yeah.
Because when I get on the game, it ain't never like that with me. You know.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm always like, bro, I'll be toxic all day. But I'm saying, like, there's limits to it and there's boundaries. Like, know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain things that you just don't, you don't
That's
do.
on me. That's on me, though, because I ain't look at the bigger picture.
I mean, bro, I've caught myself too, but I'm just saying, like, I've just noticed that, you know, while I game, because I know I'm toxic, bro. Sometimes. Like I said, sometimes. Sometimes I am, sometimes no. It depends on who I'm playing with. If they're really trying to be toxic, because if you're trying to match my energy, we gonna be toxic. But if you're not, then I'm gonna be toxic. And if you're not trying to be there, then I'm just not gonna be toxic. Like,
just gonna leave your ass alone.
I'll be like, whatever. Y'all not gonna entertain me, so I won't even try. Like,
hell yeah, that shit funny though. He said I gotta be in a toxic mood.
Yo, for real, because like some days I am just trying to chill. And, like, some days I won't even say nothing while I play, bro. Like, I'll just be quiet and I just play. Yeah, like I just play. You know what I'm saying? But some days I just. Especially in the morning time, catch me in the morning. I'm ready. I'm up and I'm ready. I'm ready.
I suck at money management on that shit too. That's the only reason
playing
why
video games.
On everything. That's why I be being toxic on GTA though, cause like I always run out of bread. I be buying the cars and shit. They be having some tough shit up there. I had like $2 million. Go spend $1 million on a car, cause I could sell that shit again. That shit just like crazy. It'd be funny to me though. I like it. I need to find some new games. That's why I'm glad you just talked about that Metaverse shit.
Yo, I'm telling you, try VR. I mean, it's not for everybody because I have like seen some people where they said, you know, they would get like headaches or whatever from playing it. But if it's something that you can stomach and something that you could just, you know, kind of just.
That shit'll make me.
It's the stomach part is the hard part is because like when you're in a lot of motion and shit like that, that shit can mess you up a little bit. But I mean, I got a strong stomach, so I can handle it. Because some of them games, like the World War II airplane joint, you flying in a plane, bro, and you doing them twists and turns and flying all over, bro.
Too, right?
Yeah.
So you feel that shit, like your head
is
in that shit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Like that jank, but it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to me. It is.
I did one virtual reality in my whole life, like a couple months ago. It's this place in Virginia Beach called Apex. They had like a little virtual reality, little shooting joint against like some zombies, and you put the headset on, they give you a little gun. And you really can walk up to the little. Yeah. You can feel the air coming from the thing. You can feel all that. That shit lit.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, bro. And there's a lot of games, bro, that are just like OD fun. But like, there's like, cause they got some zombie games up there. They got all different types of games, but them games be fun.
I know that shit way better at home though.
But the only crappy part about it is you're gonna swing and you're gonna hit a wall at some point. You're gonna hurt your hand a bunch of times.
I said that shit gonna make me put the dogs up, cause they gonna fuck around and trip me up. I'm gonna chasing down a zombie or something, about to get checked up off the dogs.
Like you can set a boundary for yourself, so you can see when you're outside, like when you're about to go outside of your shit. You know what I'm saying? But
oh yeah, it's like a little zone.
Yeah, you set a little boundary for yourself, and you can make it as big as you want, because you draw it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
are they expensive?
For the one I got is $300. So to me, that's really not that bad.
That's like game system prices. It is gonna be like.
But it's its own game system.
Yeah, it is.
Like you buy all the games on it, you do everything on it.
Like kind of like a Roku type shit.
Like because like the store isn't. It's like you playing Xbox, just virtual reality.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's its own system. You know what I'm saying? So it's mad dope though. And you could watch fucking porn up there. They got VR porn up there, bro.
You can interact with the bitches,
bro. Like, and it looks so crazy, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Yeah, I looked at it.
You got that shit with you tonight? It's like, nah.
It's funny because I had it yesterday, but I don't got it today.
Damn, they probably taxing for the titties. I'm about to get that.
Nah, shit. They got some free videos up there, but they're only like 5 minutes long. I ain't even gonna lie. I checked, bro. I checked because I wanted to see what it looked like because I heard about it and I was like, yo, I want to see what this is like.
My house too active. I only need 5 minutes with the virtual reality jump. I got motherfucking 2 dogs and shit. And the girlfriend type shit. They could be coming in the room too quick.
Yo, that shit'd be mad funny. Like
that shit. I gotta get one now. Not even just because of no. Not even just because of the poor, but because I gotta get one because I want to try some different shit.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a lot of fun. So Ben, the next question that I had, continuing on to like the financial stuff, was there's a lot of up and coming rappers, right? Like younger people. Do you feel like a lot of them? Do you think they have a chance to maintain financial stability to create longevity for themselves, to like maintain relevance and to like stay in the rap game, or do you feel like a lot of them are just making the hot music now, getting them checks? And do you think a lot of them are blowing them? Like, what do you think?
Shit, I know they blowing them, but I know that as long as they can keep their clout, they going to be good. As long as you got clout, you going to make money. And that's pretty much what this shit be about, because niggas don't be talking about shit when they rapping. It just be catchy shit like that. Some people do, but for the majority, they just be talking about like random shit. That's kind of the wave now, because you make money off that shit. But I feel like as long as they can keep their clout and make some catchy shit, they gonna be good. I feel like after you make your first banger, you can pretty much say whatever.
But do you think this drill scene that's super popular now, how long do you think this is gonna last?
I ain't gonna lie. I started rapping on some drill shit.
But I mean, like, as far as like popularity goes, like how long do you think drill is gonna last as far as being?
It ain't got long, because I don't even like it no more, bro. Like, all the drill shit, all the gangster shit is starting to get played out. And I'm one of the people who was die hard at drill music. That shit ain't got long, bro.
I just feel like a lot of it is just repetitive music of people talking about the same thing.
Shit. Yeah,
like the exact same thing, using the exact same bars, the exact same words.
Talking about doing the same exact thing to every person.
Yeah,
doing
and
the same exact everything.
It's just so repetitive to me. And a lot of the beats, they're super simple. And they're the same.
Hell
and
yeah.
but by super simple, I mean they're only taking 6 to 7 different elements.
Right.
And they're super, super simple. And so, like, I feel like they are hard beats, and there's a lot of hard songs, but I just feel like at some point it is going to get played out to where another genre is going to become dominant again. I do feel like the drill and trap scene and, you know, the harder rap scene is the more popular for the most part, as far as, like, the United States goes, though.
And they had a long run, too.
Like... But I don't think worldwide it's. But then again, you gotta look like the UK's got their drill rappers.
Yeah, I'm about to say the new drill is
like
different.
The Spanish people got their drill rappers, and so I guess, you know, it is kind of worldwide. But
it ain't got long, bro. It ain't got long. I don't think so.
I don't think that a lot of them who are popular today, and I'm talking about like the ones who are just like starting to gain buzzes, and I'm talking about the ones who actually aren't really mainstream, but they're starting to pop, like get a lot of fans and followers and stuff. I feel like this is all temporary. Like this is all cool now, but in the next however long, it's either gonna get worse or get better. Honestly, at this point, I don't know. I don't know, because the world is getting crazy, bro.
Yeah, it is getting crazy, but that shit not gonna last, because everybody different. Like, some of these drill rap, I didn't see it happen too many times. People start buzzing, they drill music going crazy, and they just fall off the face of the planet, because it's too many people doing it. Every day it's a new drill rapper. Every single day it's a new drill rapper getting on. Like, you're going to see some new drill that's talking about the same shit.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like people are getting their, like, one song that pops off. And there's a lot of people who I'm starting to see that are getting that one song. They pop off, but then they fall off. But some people I think are falling off. Like, I don't know if you just saw, there was an article that Rod Wave had said that he kind of wants to fall back from music because he feels like it's
too much.
It's becoming too much, and they're making him do things that aren't who he is. Like, he doesn't want to do a lot of the things they want him to do type shit. And so that makes me kind of go into like the conspiracy type stuff, where like I honestly feel like the Illuminati is a real thing. Yeah. I do think that there is a high power of people who just control the industry, control a lot of different things in this world. As far as like, actually, I think it's the Illuminati, just people who really control the industry.
Didn't Rod Wave sign to somebody?
I don't know.
I feel like
I don't pay attention like that.
The Illuminati, I believe that shit too. But the conspiracy.
What's going on, Megan?
The conspiracy shit got me thinking, because a lot of people do be stressed out. But when they come to the Illuminati, it's like once you reach a certain amount of wealth, is when they start getting involved. Whatever you want to call it.
I think when they start seeing the value in people. Yeah. Because like once you start seeing an artist pop off and they start getting like a big buzz, and they start seeing like, oh, this person really could bring a lot of value to us, you know, that's when they maybe want to approach that person. But then again, I don't know how it is, because I've never been to that level, so I don't know. That's just my opinion on it. But
that's some shit I think about once I start getting that type of money. I know it's there. It's sitting in my head all the time, but I don't really think about it until I get like clipped up. Like, oh shit.
Yeah, and I mean,
I've
been able to talk to a couple people who have been. One person who I know personally has been deep in the industry, just because he used to actually work with like Missy and all them motherfuckers. Who he had kind of confirmed to me like the Illuminati is a real thing, just because he was supposed to sign to I'm not going to put the record label out there, but he was supposed to sign to a certain record label, and they were on some like, oh, well, are you willing to do this and make a sacrifice and do that? And he was just like, nah, like I ain't on that type of stuff. Like, nah, I'm not with it. You know what I'm saying? So he decided not to take that route.
Hell yeah.
So I mean, but like I said, that's all just story. I don't know if that's true or not. we'll never know unless it actually happens to us, I guess.
Right.
But I do think that it is a real thing. I do think that there is a power of people who are super powerful, have a lot of money, and actually have super control of everything that happens as far as entertainment goes.
That should give me Purge vibes.
Like, I mean, I don't know if it's like, you know, government based, but or if it's just entertainment. But I definitely know in the entertainment industry, there's something going on.
Yeah, definitely. It's different. It's Uncle Sam brother, the other kind.
Yeah, there's something going on.
Something that you have to deal with.
And it's crazy because it's all money. It's all money. Like, it's all about the money. I told
you, bro. Money make the world go round.
Money is really the biggest like aim at all of it. I can't even think of the word that I'm really thinking of, or that but I really do feel like money is the reason why a lot of people act the way they do the things they do. Because money makes people go crazy for real.
It's money and clout.
Money and clout, yeah.
Money is always gonna be there.
Hold up, I gotta go to my notes right quick. There was something specific that I had to bring up. Let me go check that. No, we got there. Oh, okay. Well, since we were already on the financial stability part, right. What do you feel like artists buying like accessories as far as jewelry, watches, chains? Do you feel like those are smart buys or no?
In a way, I do, cause shit, you can sell them shits.
I agree.
You can sell them shits. You know, if you bought that chain for $100,000 or $40,000, $30,000, you know, goddamn, at the end of the day, if you need it, 5 racks is coming off that. If you sell it, you could get 5 racks minimum, and 5 racks could take care of almost any average person problem up front.
And that's true, but like, that's thinking kind of like. Because I feel like there's different mentalities, right?
Right.
I don't want to think about it like that. I want to think about it as, how can I profit from what I just spent?
Shit, oh yeah.
Because you could spend 30 bands on it and then get 5,000 when you need it. Yeah. Or you could have spent 30 bands on something, held on to it, and then down the line you could have got 90 bands or 100 bands from it.
When you put it down like that, shit, a lot of the jewels I be looking at, that should be custom. So, like, the value of it ain't going to go up.
It ain't gonna go down either.
It ain't.
Oh, I mean, it could.
The only thing that's gonna be worth something is the shit they use to make it. But if you got, say I had a big chain that said Jawan, and I paid $100,000 for it, when it's time to sell it, I ain't getting the money because of what it is. I'm getting the money for the shit they use to make it, because ain't nobody gonna want to cop a big ass chain that say my name. So when you put it like that, the jewels look dumb. Cause then you can go buy the same goddamn chain for like.
Well, I also think it with customs, it depends on the person. Like, now if you're somebody like you're like Drake, who just got a custom chain or a custom watch, and you're Drake selling a custom watch, that's a one of a kind watch that was specific to Drake.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not gonna make.
You don't think that somebody will buy that watch for a big amount of money? It's a custom one of a kind for a specific artist who is super valuable to some people.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, some people like really fandom type shit. Like,
right. Just like a nigga, they'll sell a nigga a sweatshirt if he wanted to. I seen that happen too when they throw stuff in the crowd. See, I don't really, bro, when I be thinking about like straight, simple shit, straight to it, bow. But I always got mad different opinions on why. I just say the first one I thought about, like, well, shit, you know?
I just feel like, I think it really depends on like what it is that you buy. I've never really been into all the chains and stuff like that. That's just me. So I guess I never really saw the value in it because I've never really been interested in it.
Right.
So that's just me. Cause style and all that shit is. I just wear the same stuff. I wear sweatsuits and stuff every day. I don't care.
Me too. I don't really. I ain't never been a materialistic person.
Yeah, me neither.
But I like those shits though. I ain't gonna lie. Them bust down shits be looking hard. If I had it, I still wouldn't spend. I just can't bring myself to spend that type of money. I don't give a fuck how much I had.
I mean, I'll buy the stuff that's like expensive, but not like super expensive.
Fuck
like,
no, I be Gucci. I get the same. If you get it, they got a gold rollie. I get the same one for like, he spent $10,000. I get the same shit for like.
Right.
If I'm spending the most, it's gonna be like $400-$500. It's gonna look
right.
Just like
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
If I want to do that,
even like if I even got to that level of like money, like if I were to start making thousands and thousands and stuff like that, I'm not gonna be trying to spend $50,000 on a necklace or $50,000 on a watch and stuff. Like, I'll go buy a watch for $500. You know what I'm saying? If I really got it like that, but I'm not really trying to spend a tremendous amount of money on all that.
Like, and look, I told that to somebody, and guess what they said? They said, bro, but you gotta think about it. When you making that type of money, $30,000 ain't gonna be shit to you.
And that's facts.
But it's still, you're right. I guess we'll never know until we in that position, because I just be thinking like, well, I'd be like, shit, I ain't spending $30,000 on a watch.
I think it has to do with like the amount of income you make. I guess, you know what I'm saying, and like how much you consistently make. Because like to me, if I'm doing what I do and I made a big check for $30,000, but I know I'm not going to be getting that $30,000 every single day.
I'm going for a $200 watch.
Exactly. But if I know that I'm going to be getting a range of, you know, $20,000 to $50,000 a day based off of sales or whatever the case is. But you even still got to think, like, just because business is booming now doesn't mean it's going to be booming down the road. Right. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I think a lot of people start to, like, screw up, is that they think that just because everything is booming and doing well now, especially as an artist, like, you can have a number one hit, but then you could put out an album that could completely flop.
And that should be ass. Yeah.
Yeah, and if it completely flops, then you just lost a whole lot of money. And especially if you're an artist who's signed to a label. Like,
that's what I call the music sauce. Because it's like a formula to this shit. You got to be able to keep up. You got to be able to keep up with it. Like you just said, you can make a hit, and that shit be tough. And then that shit got the world going hot. And then your next song come out, and it ain't like the first one. They gonna fucking make you hate yourself. You ain't gonna be able to you're gonna be struggling trying to get that shit up.
Yep, and that's the tough part, especially being in the entertainment business. Like, you can, exactly what he just said, you can have a number one hit record, and then like once that number one hit record just dies out, then
you be coming with some more bangers.
Exactly.
If not, your ass is grass, and you're gonna be like all these one hit wonders.
Exactly. You're gonna be the next freaking. Who can we think of that's a one hit wonder?
Yo, I just watched a video the other day too about all these one hit wonder songs. And
I've seen a bunch too. Like,
I just literally watched one too, bro.
I can't even think of anything off the top of my head at this moment in time, but there's been a lot of one hit wonders.
That nigga made that song "Rich Boy Selling That," bro. Nigga want to check this, bought a Cadillac. That shit right there. It was on that shit. It's a whole bunch of them shit. It's a whole bunch of one hit wonders, bro. But
yeah, there's a tremendous amount, bro. How do you feel? Well, I already know. I've been recording you for a while, so I feel like I already know your opinion on it. But like, give me your opinion on when you're writing music opposed to freestyling, coming into the booth. We're just gonna switch it up totally, real good. But yeah, tell me.
When it comes to motherfucking music, writing, when you first start making music, of course you're gonna be a writer, because a lot of people don't know how to freestyle. But I feel like
I don't.
Yeah, so you write though, but like. I feel like freestyle, you gotta really practice at that shit. But writing to me is hard, and I feel like when you first start, everybody write. Freestyling is what I consider having fun with the shit. Cause when you really freestyle, you go in there, motherfucker. You just go in there and you don't even gotta get turned. You just go in there and talk what comes to your mind, whatever the vibe and shit is. And as to writing, you're gonna have a way better constructed song and shit like that. But it's definitely a huge motherfucking difference. I ain't gonna lie to you, like a huge difference, bro.
I mean, because I just started recently, like, recording or, like, punching in bar for bar instead of writing. But, like, I'll write down, like, a hook. But then I'll, like, you know, kind of go through my verse and just
kind of. And it come way more natural when you freestyle.
Yeah, sometimes it takes me a little longer, but I think I'm getting more used to it.
Yeah, that's all it takes.
And the last few songs that I did, I was able to kind of just knock them out, get them down, and keep it going. But, I think it just comes with practice, and that's with anything that you want to do. It just comes with practice. Like, you got to get good at it.
Yep. Sometimes it ain't even talent. It's definitely practice. You can teach yourself anything. And goddamn, freestyling, one of them shits, 110%. Cause
that's all you do when you come in.
Hell yeah, punch in. Cause I want to have fun with freestyle.
Yeah. Like, I mean, as long as you make it make sense, then I don't see no problem with it.
But I honestly though, I feel like if you could write, goddamn write, because a lot of people struggle with that shit too.
I think another thing is like, because there's people who are good at it and then people who aren't. If you know you're not very good at freestyling, then don't spend time or like money in the studio. Get better freestyling outside of the studio until you can get kind of quick with coming up with lines, because then you're just gonna waste a lot of time.
I'm about to say, because then you wasting niggas' time, bro. Yeah. Ain't shit else but that. If you don't know how to motherfucking freestyle, don't freestyle. Don't do it because you think it's fun and it sound cool. Don't do it. Practice first. It's okay if you fuck up, though. Don't take me for wrong what I'm saying. You can fuck up, but...
Yeah, but there's one thing with fucking up, and then there's, like, just not getting your shit together. Like, you can mess up. It's one thing to mess up, but if you just really can't get your shit together and, like, start getting through it. Like, if you mess up on a line, but then come back and then you fix it right after you're done messing up, and you can keep it going, whatever. Right. But if you get stuck on a line and you're constantly getting stuck on lines, that means you're not...
You go right back to your phone, and that means you should write it. Because when you're going back to your phone, you're looking for some shit you writ. I feel like when you write, boy, you're going to practice that shit a million times when you're writing. I ain't going to lie. When I write, I do.
That's like another strength that you could use, like just using writtens, like, and throw them in your freestyles. Like, just have a whole bunch of writtens just ready and just throw them into your freestyles. Like, a lot of artists, I feel like, have mastered that. Like,
that's what I do, bro, because I don't know how to make a hook. So I write some tough shit. The whole first part, it'll be like 4, 5 bars. I wrote, just like you just said, you write the hook.
Yeah.
And then you just freestyle the rest.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Because that's just how I'm getting more comfortable doing that.
It helps the shit be more structured, because then you, like you told me earlier, now you know what you're rapping about.
Yeah, because if you just are going on to a song and you're just spitting on a beat and then you're just talking shit, you're not making any sense, and you're just talking about a whole bunch of random things and throwing it into, a line, and you're just spitting bars that they rhyme, but they ain't making sense. I don't care how much you rhyme, and I want you to make sense. Yeah. If you're going to say a bar that's not going to rhyme with the one before it, but it's going to completely correlate with what you said before it, then I'd rather take that than just making, than take a fucking bar that just rhymes but doesn't make sense.
It rhymes, it makes sense. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
it makes sense.
And that'd be the thing, is people, a lot of the guys who come in freestyle, they're not the best at it, and so it doesn't sound.
That shit is not for everybody.
But you also have to know how to freestyle. I feel like you know how. You know how to punch in, and you know how to stop it when you fuck up, and when you know what I'm saying, when something sounds. Because I feel like you've kind of really. You're perfect. You're really getting close to perfecting, you know what I'm saying, that craft, and that's because that's just how you record.
Right, and how we just said, practice.
Yeah.
I literally freestyle when I do everything. Nigga, I could be fucking washing the fucking dog, anything. I be freestyling because that shit just fun to me. Like, yeah, the studio, it's a plus.
Well, you were already good at it when I met you. Like, you were already pretty good at it, because that's since I've started recording you, you've done the same. You pretty much done the same process every time. You know what I'm saying? You just punch. I mean, there's been a couple of times where you came with some writtens though.
Hell yeah.
There has been a couple of times, because I feel like I'd be on your ass about it.
For sure.
Like, hey, bro.
It's been some years now.
But it's because I'm with the structured music. Like, I just want shit to be structured, because to me that's what I feel like is really what pops off and gets people to the next level, is having full out structured music and knowing how to layer and knowing how to knowing what needs to be done to make it make sense and to make it sound good. Because you can do a lot of layering verse on verse. You could layer a whole lot of ad libs on, but then it could start sounding mushy, and it could start sounding wild. It could start sounding ridiculous.
Sound like you're just talking.
Yeah, and
that's what I call just talking shit. That's why I don't like doing no more. I feel like structured songs is the way to motherfucking go.
Yeah.
Even if you making a turn song, I don't care what nobody say. That's just my opinion. This the Opinionated podcast.
Yeah,
motherfucker. If you motherfucking write, your music will come out better, 110%.
That's a fact.
I don't give a fuck what it is. A lot of people fake freestyle now. I feel like freestyling is when you really go in there and freestyle about what's going the fuck on right now. People will go in there and quote unquote freestyle some shit that they writ and memorized. That's not a freestyle. That's the difference. So we talking about real freestyling. Like, some people know how to do it, some people don't.
I feel like if you throw in a couple bars from a written, if you throw in a couple bars from something that you've written into a freestyle, I'll still consider it a freestyle. Yeah. But if you just completely rap something that you completely that you wrote the entire thing and you just memorize it, then you can call it a freestyle, but it's not.
And there's nothing wrong with that either. But
there's not. No,
but that ain't what I consider
a freestyle. No, I feel you.
Because I know I don't remember some tough ass lines and said it in the motherfucking song because I know it was hard. That just means, and if anybody do that, that means that bar was hard.
Facts.
And you probably 9 times out of 10 was freestyling, starting with that bar the whole time you've been freestyling, trying to come up with a song.
Nah, that's facts.
Dead ass.
That's facts. That's dropping jewels for you. Dropping jewels was a part of the podcast that is coming to the podcast now. Every week I will drop a couple jewels on people, and I don't even got to be the only one because my man already dropping jewels. You know what I'm saying? We dropping jewels on y'all. You feel me? Another thing is consistency. Since we're dropping jewels, if you want to be a content creator, you got to be consistent. You got to consistently post on whatever it is. I would say focus on one platform. If you want to be a TikToker, be a TikToker. If you want to be a YouTuber, be a YouTuber. Start on one platform. Focus on that. When you start to gain a nice little following on that platform that you're super focused on, then branch off to those other platforms like YouTube and stuff, and start doing live streams and whatever else it is that you want to do. Just learn how to gain your following from that one platform. In order to do that, you have to consistently post stuff like new, and it has to be good content. You can't be posting trash.
Facts. And sometimes you could post the same shit over and over. Sometimes you can't. You gotta learn that shit real quick.
Yeah, there's a couple TikTokers who I've seen who the one girl specifically, I can't remember her name. She just posted the same song, just in different areas, doing the same dance, just in different locations, and she did it for like a year, and it was just like, okay, like all through her comments, literally was just like, do something else, do something else, do something else, do something.
And you know what's crazy though? That shit probably was bringing her shit though, because
and it sure was exactly.
They still trying to tell her
and so that's probably why she continuously did it, because she was still gaining traction from it. Love or hate, you're still gaining traction, and I feel like
smart.
When you start losing all morality and you start like stop caring about your actual emotions within yourself, and you just start caring about the money, then stuff like that doesn't bother you. And when you're in the entertainment business and you want to be a TikToker or a content creator, you kind of got to be like that. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not even going to lie to you. You kind of got to be heartless. You kind of got to not have emotions and not care about what people think. You got to kind of...
Got to be selfish, all that shit. I be watching shit like that on YouTube. And like, hell yeah.
It's real. Like, you got to understand, a lot of these content creators, bro, they're probably very lonely people. You know why? Because they're so invested into what they do that they don't have time for all that other shit. Because they're super invested into
making sure they Gucci, they finances and shit. Like, they Gucci. That's when it turned to strictly business. People be doing shit they don't even want to do, but if the bag paying, a lot of people would do it. Yeah, kind of like a job.
Yeah, I just, bro, I don't.
No bullshit. I look at it like a job. I ain't never had a job I liked until now. So like, you know how you go to work every day because you know you have to. You got responsibilities and shit. That's how I look at that shit, boy. Yeah. You doing it because you got to. Yeah.
Fortunately for myself, I was able to get away from all that. I was able to kind of just start working for myself. Oh, yeah. And when I got to that point, I felt like I just was a way happier person all around, just because you don't have to work for somebody else and make somebody else a lot of money while you're making bullshit. You know, and
I saw you do that shit. Nigga got chunky and everything. He turned. I seen it when he turned to his own boss. Nigga said, "I'm about to quit my job and just do full time."
Well, I didn't quit. I got fired. I will put that. I got fired because of COVID.
All the same shit though.
But
left their ass.
But yeah, fuck that. Like, I mean, because I was still working for the Integrity Staffing. I was still working for the staffing agent. I'm sure I'm off their books now, but. I mean, they offered me a whole nother job to go do an interview somewhere. I was like, nah, fuck it. Just fuck it. I'm just going to say fuck it. And, bro, and it literally last year I made more than I did, like almost double than what I made at Waterworks. Almost.
Exactly. Fuck it. And that's a city job.
You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, yeah, why not? Why not just work for yourself? You know what I'm saying? It's possible. That's the one thing I have learned, is that it is possible to work for yourself. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm trying to learn. I got to figure out what it is, though. See, you took off in the right direction and some shit you like, and it worked.
It's possible for anybody with anything that you want to do. You just have to consistently do it, get really good at it, and then when you become valuable, then and people see the value in you, and the only way that people are going to see the value in you is by letting your work speak. Don't speak too much for your work. Because the more you speak about your work and the less that people actually see, the more people start to see the bullshit. And when you start to bullshit, people stop believing in you.
Hell yeah, I feel like that happened to a lot of people because that shit happened to me before.
And that's what it is a lot of people, but they also set super high expectations for themselves. Yeah. And that's one thing that I feel like I've been able to do successfully, is not set super high expectations for myself and just set realistic expectations that I'm able to grow to, get to that point, and keep it going, and then set a higher expectation for myself after that. Yep. You know, not try to tell everybody, yeah, bro, I'm about to make it this year. I'm about to blow up this year. It's my year. This is my year. No, I don't think it's my year. All I do know is that right now, I don't know when my year will be. I don't know if I will ever blow up or if I will ever get to the level that I want to be. But one thing that I do know is that I'm going to continuously do what I do and continuously learn and grow and get better.
To meet this goal first.
To meet exactly these smaller goals that I want to reach.
I said that shit in my interview. I said, bro, I set realistic goals. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to be at in 10 years, but I know by the end of this year, I want to be here. You know what I'm saying? And then once you reach that one, to me, it's motivation. Yeah. I set a motherfucking 6-month goal. Motherfucking ask me where I'm going to be in 5 years. I don't want to fucking know. Hopefully still alive. You never know. I can catch COVID, anything, any motherfucking thing. I just be like this. Shit, I don't know, but I know by the end of this month, I want to have goddamn $2,000, $3,000. You see what I'm saying? Little simple shit that could really
happen.
Like,
and those are like the little goals that I set for myself too. Is like, all right. So I knew
one of them shits, I feel good.
pretty much after Christmas time, I done blew all my bank away. All my bank was gone. Facts. I had down to like $200 in my bank account.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But at the beginning or like mid last year, I had mad money in my account. So I knew that this decrease in my account and in my funds was my own fault. And it was because my money management, but it wasn't a bad thing because I know that a lot of it went into investment.
Yeah.
Investing into, I moved into 2 different studios this year. So I had to rebuild 2 different studios. I had to spend a bunch of money in order to rebuild both of them. You know what I'm saying? And it was mostly investment. So I wasn't too upset about it. But at the same time, I also did buy a lot of things that I didn't need. You know what I'm saying? Like the Oculus and all the games for the Oculus. I've probably spent almost $1,000 on my Oculus. You know what I'm saying? And
now you set.
And also like stupid things like weed and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Nice. So like, and I'm still gonna smoke every day, but I don't have to smoke a million times a day. You know what I'm saying? It's just like simple things that I know I have to learn to maintain. And so this year I just set a goal for myself to reach back to a certain number. Now when I get to this number, all right, now we need to hit this number. Then once we get to this number, it's taking it in baby steps.
Same, exactly. And all that shit realistic too. Yeah, I be on the same shit.
That's all it is. Don't reach for the stars when you don't have a rocket ship.
Exactly. You ain't got the foundation for that shit, so you got to be
you know what I'm saying? Like you have to build the blueprint. First you have to build the blueprint, and once you get the blueprint, then you have to actually start gaining the materials. Once you gain the materials, then you have to actually start going into production, and production's going to take a long time.
And labor, like work. That's what all the work
exactly
at right there.
Exactly.
Put that motherfucker.
You have to start putting in exactly because in order for something to be built, you have to continuously build it.
Exactly.
So if you're just stopping and starting and stopping and starting, it's gonna take you forever to build something.
Dead ass serious. That shit gonna take forever.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta focus on one thing. That shit might be hard to do, but it's real life. Focus on that shit. I'm a type of motherfucker. It take like a minute for me to get focused. It depends on what's going on. I ain't gonna lie to you. But being focused is definitely what the fuck it need to be because it's gonna keep you being consistent. All the shit we've been talking about, you're gonna be consistent once you focus.
Nah, that's facts.
And just stay on one goal. I fucked myself up trying to reach like 10 goals at one time.
Yeah, me too. Me trying to do a million things at one time has fucked me up. So I've just learned to step back from trying to do everything and continuously master the thing that I've been trying to master from the start.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I still feel like there's things that I could do because I haven't went to school for what I do. I don't know if what I'm doing is right or wrong, or I don't know. All I know is what I've learned. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know
and what the fuck been working.
Yeah, and exactly what's been working and what my ears have been trained to listen for, and you know what I'm saying, what frequencies I need to look out for, or what kind of compressors I need to use, when I need to. You know, I haven't been taught by trained professionals. You know, who's been doing this for a long time. I taught myself. I've been teaching myself. I'm going to continuously teach myself because I don't want to go to school. Fuck that. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'll find a way to get into the room, continuously get into the room with people who are experienced, like I have been, and keep getting better. I would rather spend $500 on a session just to learn from somebody than go and spend $50,000 to go to production school.
And still don't know what the fuck.
Don't know what the fuck. And at the end of it, I still can't get anything from it. I might not get anything from it. You know what I'm saying? So that's just me personally.
Shit be stupid. Shit crazy. That's how I think too, though. I rather motherfucking school. That school shit costs too damn much.
Yeah.
That shit costs too damn much.
There's too many people in, like with student loan debts and shit like that. Like I'm not trying to be one of those people. I'm not gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. Like my debts are just not that much compared to some other people's, bro.
Yeah, but same to me. Like, and when I think about shit like that, it made me think like, well, shit, this the good thing. Look how much motherfucker learn doing the shit by yourself. Like you probably competing with motherfuckers who went to school. You know what I'm saying? I look at it like that too. When I think about what people doing after high school. Yeah. A lot of motherfuckers went when we first got out of high school. You think about it, a lot of niggas did go to school. Yeah. A lot of niggas did go chase the military and go do shit like that. I was a motherfucking late bloomer. I ain't do none of that shit. So I used to be like, damn, everybody got careers and all that other shit. We end up doing the same shit at the end of the day, just like you. It's mad engineers and shit who went to school for this shit. They doing the same shit.
Doing the same exact thing that I'm doing.
None of that shit matters. It's all about motherfucking practice and learning. consistency, like you said, consistency and motherfucking practice and staying focused on that shit. You're gonna learn whatever. You could teach yourself whatever.
That's a fact, bro.
Motherfuckers who teach us, the teachers had to stay focused to learn how to teach it, nigga.
That's a fact.
You gotta stay focused on anything. Anybody can learn anything unless you got a disorder.
It's if you want to learn it. That's what it is. It's like, because I always hear people who are like, man, I want to learn how to do this. I want to learn how to do it. All right, well, do you have a computer? Do you have anything that you could start to learn how to? Nah, man, I gotta get this. I gotta do. All right, well, go get what you gotta get. Because when I continuously hear people coming in like week after week, oh yeah, man, I've been trying to learn. No, you're not. Yeah. You are not trying to learn, because if you were trying to learn, you would have did what I did. You know what I did? I went and I wanted to learn it, so I went and invested into the shit that I had to get in order to learn it.
Exactly.
I had to start learning. All right, well, what do I need? How do I do this? I had to learn how to do all this shit by myself.
Like you just said, exactly. You gotta want that shit. People will do what they want to.
That's what I'm saying. So that's where a lot of people, they got me kind of fucked up. I'm not gonna lie to you, because a lot of people, man, I want to learn it. I want to learn it. No, the fuck you don't, because if you wanted to, then you would. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the one thing again, shout out to my student Sean 9, man. Like, he wanted to learn. He humbly asked me if I could mentor him. He asked me, if I would be interested. I didn't answer him for a couple weeks, but then I had a nice conversation with Loud, and it really made me, rethink. Like, bro, maybe I should really, give this kid a chance. So I ended up giving him a chance. Every day he's been at the studio with me since.
Right, and that's bro that was here last time, right?
Yeah. And he was gonna be here today, but he wasn't feeling good. So I ain't gonna hold you. Carry your ass home, boy. I ain't trying to get whatever you got, whatever you feeling. I ain't trying to feel that way. So carry your ass home, boy.
I seen him in your story and shit too.
Bro, he stayed working. You know what I'm saying? So we just gotta make sure we stay on track. That's just me though. That's on me. I gotta make sure I keep everything on track and make sure that he's constantly learning every day, and we're not just laid back and chilling every day. So I gotta make sure that I keep myself to that standard, that we are here so that you can teach and he can learn. And so that he can learn how to start getting money, and that he can start getting paid for what his services that he's doing. You know what I'm saying? Because I pay him for the things that he does. Like if he does a service, if he records somebody who would he gets a little something for it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, he got his own. You got to see. Look, you just turned yourself to your own boss. Now you got internships and shit going on. This nigga got it going on.
Like for real, man. And but it's great because I just feel like I've been so just stuck in my own bubble, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I just felt like, give people chances. If it doesn't work, fuck it. Keep going with your life. Stop dwelling on people who aren't working out. If they don't work out, keep going on with your life, bro. Don't let them affect you. And that's what I feel like I was doing for a while. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we reached the end of the show. It is 8:00 now. I'm pretty sure it was. Let me see. Yep, we're at 8:04 now. So it was, to me, a pretty good show, man. I thought we had some pretty good conversations. I enjoyed the entire show. I appreciate you, Prizzy, for coming on.
I appreciate you having me on this shit too, of course.
Prizzy has been a long time friend, I would say. We've been working for a minute. He I feel like we hit each other up on more than just music shit. Like,
I hate Broski, but I remember hitting your ass up out there. You just be talking
out the blue just to say what's up. You know what I'm saying? And that's the type of shit that separates people from me is if you just kind of hit me up out the blue and it's just like, how are you, bro? Like, fuck the music shit, just how are you? You know what I'm saying? And that shit means a tremendous amount to me, just because not a lot of people do that. When people hit me up, it's about music or about business, or hey, can you do something for me?
Dead ass. And I don't like people, bro. Motherfucking when you hit back, I felt the same motherfucking way. I said, damn, broski hit me back, he fucked with me, and we just having a cordial conversation. Ain't had shit to do with the studio.
With nothing.
None of that shit. Broski was out of town and all that.
Facts. Shit. And so when I can do that with somebody and actually have a genuine conversation, and it's not just, it doesn't lead to just, all right, well, hey, can you do something? I mean, at the end of the day, I always never mind when somebody wants to spend money with me, but it's not always about that to me, you know what I'm saying? When I actually like somebody and I care about that person, I fuck with them, like they cool, I like they vibe, they energy, like they just cool around me, you know what I'm saying? Then it's cool to build with just anybody, you know what I'm saying?
The shit become deeper than that. I fuck with broski. We just be chilling. It's like, shit, I fuck with bro. I come up here and chill with bro. Just to chill. Ain't gotta be about no music. I'm all fucking. We about to be, man. It's lit. I don't fuck with no other engineer.
That's big facts, bro.
With no other engineer at all.
That's big facts.
I didn't put people on that I fuck with to him because he good, and it like just fuck the music. It's just other than that, he do shit that brothers supposed to do.
Exactly.
Broski do shit that niggas who call me they brothers don't do. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's just for real. I fuck with shit like that.
With people I fuck with, bro, that's how it be, bro. Not everybody get that same treatment. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, this has been the Opinionated Podcast. Again, I appreciate Jay Prizzy for coming on before my camera dies again. I'm going to catch y'all next week. I don't know who my guest is yet. I'm sorry for the Twitch mix-up. We were having technical difficulties with my computer. But, yeah, man, I'm gonna catch y'all next week. Peace.